We literally grew up with each
It
other. Ayyo,
yes.
එක සින්දුවක් දෙකක් කිව්වා. I
Yeah.
wanted to become a housewife
Yes.
and just chill at home,
Yes.
make babies. Like I didn't have a passion for it.
You made us all do all the work without any passion for it.
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah. And going to therapy is completely fine.
Get me the tissues. දැන් ඔයා breakup වුණාම කාටද ඇත්තටම පාඩුව?
What made you step into the social media like YouTube platform and start talking about these kind of topics to empower women and many more people? So what made you do it?
Coming back to your initial
Yeah.
question. කොහෙද මේක ගියේ?
Is she going to stop?
Something.
I shift my focus either towards something which is really important to me. So it can be my education.
දැන් අපි පොඩි කාලෙත් මැරේජ් එකක් කියන්නේ මට මම නිකන් 18 19 කාලේ in my head it was only about a wedding.
Yeah.
I did not think about the commitments and sacrifices I need to do for the other person.
Yeah. Always distracted.
Yeah, so
It's
human
like
connection.
Yeah. It's like a black hole. People just keep on falling into it. Shashini, welcome to Chit Chat with Kushan.
Ooh,
Oh,
what an introduction. Thank you.
Okay.
And thanks for having me.
yeah. So, to start off with, it's been how many years that we know each other right
We've
now?
known each other over
Yeah?
10 years.
Over 10 years, right?
Over a decade. maybe.
Yeah.
We literally grew up with each other.
It drew. It's weird. Like, we instantly connected right from the first day that we met.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when you look back from now, because that back then you were air hostess, you were working in Emirates, right?
Yes.
Yes. So now you're a strong entrepreneur, a strong voice in social media. So when you look back in that 10 years, what has changed?
I can't say change.
Yeah.
I'd probably say I must have evolved.
Yes.
Through all the experiences in life. අපිට වෙච්ච දේවල්, හම්බෙන කට්ටිය.
Oh.
Everything has shaped me into... Sometimes you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
This was not my initial plan.
Yeah.
My initial plan, I think you know.
Yeah.
I wanted to become a housewife
Yes.
and just chill at home.
Yes.
Make babies, just be there.
Yes.
But then things changed.
Yeah.
So I had to
Yeah.
take up a role as an entrepreneur. Then
Yeah.
I started studying and YouTube thing, influencer work, I started as a
Yeah.
hobby. But then over the years, for the last 5-6 years,
Yeah.
it turned out to be a very interesting platform. And
But
people
also
started...
you were a singer.
අයියෝ
Yes.
එක සින්දුවක් දෙකක් කිව්වා.
So but then you did a very memorable music video.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, which you put a lot of thought process into it. I do remember that.
Yes, that was in 2018.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a massive production.
It was a massive production.
That is just for the self-satisfaction.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Why didn't you pursue music afterwards?
I don't know really. Like I didn't have a passion for it.
Really? You made us all do all the work without any passion for it?
I think මට පොඩ්ඩක් අර කියපු නිසා කරා. I just wanted to see how it looked.
Turned out.
Yeah, turned
Yeah,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Thank you.
So, since we agreed on doing this podcast on a very different direction, so the first topic I want to touch base is breakups.
Okay.
Yeah? So, we're trying to get real here. So,
Get me the tissues.
okay. So, what's the healthiest way in today's day and age to deal with a breakup?
To deal with a breakup, I think the first thing you need to understand, are you breaking up with the person, the actual person, or the one who's in your imagination. Sometimes we imagine, this particular person is me wage, me wage, me wage kila. We have our own set of expectations. But what's the reality? ඇත්තට මෙයා මොන වගේ කෙනෙක්ද? අන්න ඔන්න ওই දෙක අතර difference එක you have to understand.
How do you find a person's reality? Because
Once
it's
you get
very,
to know
very
that person.
no, it's
basically.
very hard to know a person because there are so many layers into them, right? So how do you find how do you find the real person?
It takes time.
Yeah.
Takes time. Lot of incidents, like experiences, how that person deal with a problem.
Yeah.
How he react to a problem.
Yeah.
Likewise, ඒවයින් තමයි නැත්තම් ඉතින් you have to also be open mind.
Yeah.
Again come back to that reality versus what we have in our mind.
Yeah.
ඒ හොඳට හිතලා බලන්න. Sometimes you think about, like, let's say, I'm sure you must have had quite a lot of breakups.
Yeah.
Think about one of your exes who really broke your heart.
Yes.
Were you giving 80%? And for a fact, I
Yeah.
know that you were giving 80% and he was just giving 20%, sir, right? Then, breakup වුණාම කාටද ඇත්තටම පාඩුව? ඔයා 80% දීපු එක්කෙනා එයාට තමයි පාඩු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ.
Yeah.
දැන් ඔයාට හම්බෙලා තියෙන ඇත්තටම 20%.
Yeah.
ඒ relationship එක.
Yeah.
ඉතින් ඔයා එනට ගොඩක් දුක් වෙනවා අම්බෝ මට මෙයා නැති වුණා කියලා මැරෙන්න යනවා.
Yeah.
But ඇත්තටම බලනකොට like you were not the person who lost. You've given, you are a giver.
Yeah.
And that person has been taking. So it depends on everyone's situation. But coming back to your initial question. කොහෙද මේක ගියේ?
Yeah, I was like, is she going to stop? Yeah, okay.
So for me, healthiest way, focus on yourself. Focus. අර පැත්තට focus එක දාන්න නැතුව තමුන්ට focus කරන්න. Gym helps a lot.
Okay.
Workout.
Yeah.
It releases a lot of good hormones.
Yeah.
It helps a lot.
Okay.
So basically that.
And
මොකද හිතන්නේ?
what I think. So, what I think is, okay, good question. You put me on the spot. How I dealt with it. Maybe changing the environment.
Yeah, that's a good way to deal with it.
Because, because the environment that we used to see each other or just be around, having that complete shift of environment, maybe that helps.
That helps
Yeah?
a lot, yeah. And the other thing is embrace the pain fully,
Yeah.
completely.
Yeah.
Like go through it.
Yes.
Then it's done. Kandala, karala, ivarai.
I know, but people say it, but it's a bit confusing when you start doing it because some people find it harder, like to know where to stop, because that can be an addiction. They can keep on doing it as a pattern.
Can they?
Yeah.
I mean, something like pain,
Yeah.
it reduces, like things, it reduces.
It
with
reduces
time.
if it goes in a healthy pattern, but if it becomes a cycle from morning to day to night,
Oh.
that becomes into
So
depression
then-
cycle. Yes, that's
then
a different story.
That's a place where you actually need professional
Yes,
help.
yes.
මම කියන්නේ නිකන් normal.
Normal, yeah. Normal way would be like you just live through
But
the pain and
anyway,
then it's
after a breakup, it's always good to go therapy,
yeah.
Just talk to a counselor.
And going to therapy is completely fine. I mean,
helps.
having a counselor in your life is very healthy.
It is.
It is.
It's not very popular here in Sri Lanka.
Yeah, but
then in
abroad
other
everyone has a
countries,
counselor.
They all have. Yeah.
Because it helps you keep
I'm
you
promoting
focused.
because future counselors
Yes.
come to me.
It just keeps on you
Bring your
focused.
problems.
Yeah. I have my counselor book. So, do you think people rush on moving on after a breakup?
It depends again, for some people, when they rush and get into, good relationships, somehow they end up marrying them and, living a good life after that. But I would suggest, not to rush, take your own time to reflect on what happened.
Yeah.
And if there's anything that you can grow within yourself, maybe you have your own mistakes.
Yeah.
Just reflection, time to heal a bit,
Yeah.
completely forget about that person, heal from that, and then slowly move on.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Can you completely forget a person?
I don't think so.
No, right?
Never, no?
No.
I don't think so.
No. But how to reduce the memories of
I say you can not forget, but then you can detach from the person. That happens eventually.
Detaching is quite easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
Okay.
For me, it's very difficult, but then with time and with effort, putting the focus on myself, I believe I could. So.
And the thing that you asked me, like, how did I move on? I would say I shift my focus either towards something which is really important to me. So it can be my education, or it can be my career, my passion. So if I get busy in either one of them, it helps me to move on very fast.
Yeah, we don't have time to think about
it. Because then it doesn't give you even the fraction of a minute, because you keep on doing what you love.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then you realize you wasted some time on something very silly, that your focus completely shifted from something really which is important.
You see, that's the point where you 100% heal.
Yeah.
Then you understand, oh, this is the reality.
Yeah.
When the reality hits, that means you healed.
You healed. Okay.
Done with the ex. Move to the next.
That's interesting. Okay.
TikTok trend එකක් යනවා.
Okay, now here's a big one. Is it okay to be friends with your ex?
Good question.
Okay.
Who did this question? Just kidding.
Because we see pros and cons both.
Yes, I say yes or no. It depends on your relationship with the person.
Yeah.
If you're friends with your ex, if you have some sort of benefits from that person, or you feel like that is there, he or she is there as a safety net that I can count on that person, then I don't think it's healthy.
Yeah.
But if you have like right boundaries with that person, you don't have emotional connection, I think that's absolutely fine. But it depends on how you're going to handle it.
True.
What do you think?
I'm always friends with my... I'm very...
you try to keep that balance.
Yes, because like I have no hard feelings when we end something, because I do believe when a person comes to your life, they come for a reason. And when they leave your life, they leave at the right time. Yeah. Because the chapter in our life is finished at that time, so they do not have anything more to offer. So there's no reason to have a very very kind of a bitter feeling in your heart for that person. It's just life, and it did not work out. Yeah, but what we have to do is we have to cherish. What we have to cherish is the good times that we had, because at that time we were happy.
Absolutely.
We were happy, and we should be blissful in life to the universe that we were happy at that point, and also be thankful for the universe for showing that person is not right to you.
Exactly.
And that's why he was removed from our lives. So
is it a blessing?
Yeah, it's kind of a blessing. Yeah. So it makes life very much easier, and it helps us in a way to move on to the next chapter in life and upgrade ourselves.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I do not end anything with any kind of a bitter feeling. So that's why I can still pick up a phone and talk to them as friends.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's that easy for me. And I wish it's that simple for many, because I see what's going on. I see more.
It's not the same scenario with everybody. Sometimes it depends on the other person also. Like you've had a really toxic ex that you can't tolerate.
Yeah.
Like some of them you have to call the police. I don't think you want to be in touch with that. No. Things like that.
Yeah.
අපි understanding වුණාට වැඩක් නැහැ කියන්නේ ඒක ඒ පැත්තෙනුත් තියෙන්න ඕනේ support එක.
Yeah. What do you think about the world that we live in today? Is it because when I look back in my the day and age where my mom and my dad live, and even like the day and age where social media was not that much popular, I mean, which did not exist at all. I mean, we can relate.
Yeah.
Those days I felt love was real. There was love. Comparing to now, it was there. We have heard stories But the day and age that we are living in now, do you think it exists?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't have an exact
Yeah.
answer to that. But I feel like nowadays it's like a buffet.
Yeah.
It's like it's on the buffet. You pick this, you pick that, and if you don't like this, you can dish that out.
Yeah.
You can pick another one. So, අර value එක එහෙම ගිහිල්ලා නේ.
Yes.
Like
The emotion part is gone.
emotional. Like
Yeah.
nobody wants to have a real connection, a deep connection. Everything is like instant noodles. Like if it doesn't work out, you move on to the next. අර මං කිව්වේ සමයක් ඒ වගේ. Songs උත් තියෙන්නේ ඒ වගේ.
Yeah.
But most like according to research, apparently in 2025, a lot of people are lonely.
Lonely, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is going into a depression level.
Yeah.
Some sort of. So probably because of this,
Even like when I was living in Melbourne and Paris, all these teenagers and people around me, they need love, but it's not what they need to commit.
Oh.
So I feel a bit disconnected.
No, nobody wants to make an effort.
Yeah.
Even a marriage. දැන් අපි පොඩි කාලෙත් marriage එකක් කියන්නේ දැන් මම නිකන් 18 19 කාලේ in my head it was only about a wedding.
Yeah.
I did not think about the commitments and sacrifices I need to do for the other person. You have to live with a boy, oh my gosh. Think about that part. It's different.
Yeah.
You don't think about these things.
Yeah.
ලංකාවේ කොහොමත් wedding එකක් කියන්නේ marry කරනවා කියන හිතන girls only think about the wedding. How fancy I'm going to take the wedding, how many guests I'm going to invite. You don't think about the core values, the effort that you need to put into a marriage. It's a lot.
True.
For God's sake,
Yeah.
And it's if somebody is only putting effort and the other person is a taker, giver taker දෙන්නෙක් වගේ හම්බුනොත් that's so difficult because the giver gonna get exhausted during the years and the relationships will be finished.
But it's better if you get into a marriage and it doesn't work. It's better to separate than living in the same roof just to have those differences throughout life.
I think that's a personal choice because I've seen some couples, they stay in the same house separated.
Yeah.
So if they can work it out, I think it's a personal choice.
True.
But some people, they want to completely, get out of it. It's a personal choice at the end. Now, can I ඒගොල්ලන්ට ගැලපෙන විදිහට they work it out.
True.
So, but for me, I have to if I want to, if I feel like it's not right for me, I have to get out of it.
True. With social media, do you think the way that we connect with people in real life has completely changed?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like we used to talk a lot.
Yeah.
Now do we talk? We text.
Yes.
Apparently recently Dialogue has released the amount of normal calls have reduced drastically.
Really?
Yeah. So usually people just take a WhatsApp call or text mostly.
Okay.
So people don't talk to each other anymore.
Yeah.
People don't meet each other. Even though we meet each other, how often we don't get out of our phone.
Yeah. Always distracted.
Yeah.
It's
so
kind of
human connection.
Yeah. It's like a black hole. People just keep on falling into it.
But then again, we can't do anything about it either, The world is changing.
Yes.
So we also have to evolve in that way. අර පුළුවන් තරම් අර අපේ මනුස්සකම රැකගෙන ඒ ටික preserve කරගන්න I am trying my best. But then at the same time, if the world is moving forward in that direction, we do not have an option. Like for an example, my kid, she's a Gen Alpha. Gen Beta the month.
Okay.
2020. I don't know.
Don't know.
So the level of technological level that she has. I'm not even giving her a phone. But then she knows a lot of things. The අපිට ඉස්සර blue butterfly කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා පුතේ කිව්වහම අම්මි that I imagine, like my imagination comes out. And my blue butterfly is so beautiful with glitter. But now she can actually see a blue butterfly.
Yeah.
So she can't imagine. She doesn't
True.
have that space to imagine.
Yeah.
දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ හැදෙන විදිහ වෙනස්නේ.
Yeah.
ඒ වගේ දැන් ටික ටික ලෝකෙ වෙනස් වෙන විදිහ වෙනස්. ඉතින් so we can't change it. දැන් එයාව I can't make her like I can't build her in a different way than the normal kids, you know.
Yeah.
So I have to go with the flow.
Yeah.
At the same time, I slowly like tell her these kind of things happen.
Yeah.
අර එහෙම පොඩියට human කෙනෙක් හැටියට කරනවා.
Yeah.
But then we have to be in that flow.
True. But how real are these people on social media? Because everyone is trying to put an image. Everyone is trying to put an image.
No, I mean, nobody wants to show a bad day, right?
Yeah. So how do you judge a real person on it?
I never judge.
Yeah.
Like,
so since you said like now talking has turned into more texting and people connect over social media, right? So you're connecting with the person, but you're really connecting with that profile.
yeah.
You're connecting with the image and the character and that whole story that you're trying to put on social media. You're just looking at it and you're connecting with that story, not with the real person. So how real is that on social media, right? What do you think?
That's not real, but it depends. Like if it's for your work, then that surface level relationship is fine.
Yes.
So I just want to see their
Yeah.
work, and if the work is good,
Yeah.
that's fine. But if you're planning to have a relationship or something on a deeper level,
Yes.
then obviously you have to get out of the social media, meet
Sure.
the person, talk to that person, and get to know that person better, no? Otherwise, social media එක ඇතුළේ ඉඳලා ඉතින් ඕක කරන්න බෑ.
No.
You can't find. I mean, nobody's gonna put a sad picture. දැන් ගෙදර ඉන්න විදිහට picture එකක් දාන්න නෑනේ. එහෙම දාන influencers-ත් ඉන්නවා ඇත්තටම දැන්.
Really?
Very ලෝලා වගේ කට්ටිය එහෙම ඉන්නවා.
Yeah.
ඒගොල්ලෝ බය නැතුව දානවා.
Yeah.
But then again, you have to understand that the influencer කෙනෙක්ගේ වැඩක්. If we are doing like a, let's say, like a very happy loving couple scene, there's a script behind it.
Yes.
There's a bit of planning behind it. So it's not a natural thing which is happening in front of a camera.
Yes.
So all the loving couples that come අනේ මටත් එහෙම ආදරයක් තිබ්බනම් හොඳයි කියලා හිතනකොට that the next thing you should understand, oh, they must have put up a camera somewhere.
Yes.
There's a phone somewhere. They must have thought about the lighting.
Yes.
ඔය ඔක්කොම කරලා edit උත් කරලානේ ඕක දාන්නේ.
Yeah.
So how come it's going to be real?
Okay. What's the major mistake that we do in a relationship?
Major mistake.
Yeah.
There are a few.
Okay.
Few major ones.
Yeah.
One is you again come back to the first answer.
Yeah.
You create an imagination
Okay.
other than the reality.
Yeah.
දැන් ඔයා ඇත්තටම කවුද කියන එක්කෙනා කියලා තේරුම් ගන්නට මම ඔයාව දැක්ක ගම අර social media වල තියෙන ඒවා ටිකයි ඔයා කතා කරන පොඩ්ඩකුයි. Then I pick bits and pieces here and there and I create my own imagination.
Yes.
Oh my God, he's going to be like this.
Yeah.
He's going to do these kind of things for me. ඔන්න ඒ වගේ expectations හදාගෙන ඉන්නවා.
Yeah.
And then slowly, once you start getting to know that person, our expectation ding ගාලා කඩාගෙන යනවා. One by one. So he's not like that.
Yeah.
So he's not kind like that.
Yeah.
අර එහෙම එනවා නේද? දැන් ටික ටික disappointment level එක වැඩි වෙලා.
Yeah.
So that's a major mistake that we do.
Yeah.
First, reality එක තමයි ගන්න ඕනේ.
Yeah.
Imagination එක නෙමෙයි.
Yeah.
No, මේ වගේ major mistakes තියෙනවා. That is, I think
That's the main one.
Main one. I
Okay.
think. You just need to understand the real person.
Yes.
Then comes the attachment styles and identify that person's attachment style. Then that's very important because sometimes like it's not wrong. You are not wrong. I'm not wrong because we have two different attachment styles. ඒක තේරුම් ගත්තාම හරි ලේසි ජීවිතේ. දැන් for an example, දැන් මං හරි ආසයි තෑගි දෙන්න.
Yep.
එතකොට maybe my partner doesn't like to receive gifts. So he has a different attachment style. So he become very, let's say, protective over it. Like he's like, why would you give me gifts? Then I'm like, why would you not accept a gift? It's my way of showing love. But then it's not wrong. It's just he's not comfortable taking gifts. I'm just giving an example.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about a partner. Particular partner.
Yeah.
He's also not wrong. I'm
Yeah.
also not wrong. So you just gotta identify that attachment style.
What do you mean? Because the term toxic and red flags have been used a lot on trending hashtags. So what do you mean by that? Like
What do I mean?
Because it's different for each other, right?
For each other, yes. Maybe, I mean, sometimes it's a little bit overrated as well. Like, I think that maybe issara kale nobody comes on podcast, talk about and try to, define these relationship types, attachment styles, whether it's toxic or red flags.
Yeah.
We don't talk. It's good to talk about it, but then in මේ වගේ depth එකෙන් කතා කරලත් එහෙනම් relationships marriages හොඳටම තියෙන්න එපා.
Yeah.
ඉස්සර තිබ්බටත් වඩා දැන් අවුල් නෑ ඇත්තටම. Everyone's divorced.
Yeah.
Everyone is on a breakup.
Yeah.
Somebody's still recovering from a breakup. ඉතින් අපි දන්න හැමෝටම ඕකනේ තියෙන්නේ.
Yeah.
I think එහෙම නෑ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඉතින් ඔය ඒවා overrate කරලා තියෙන ඇත්තටම.
True.
But අර සමහර ඒවා තියෙනවා you can avoid.
Yeah.
Like, for an instant, if you see red flags කියන්නේ නිකන් ගැලපෙන්නේ නැති දෙයක් වගේ දැක්කොත් කෙනෙක්ගේ ඒක මුලදිම දැකලා ඒක කියන්නේ ඔයාට ඒක tolerate කරන්න බැරි level එකක නම් ඉන්නේ. Better to get out of it sooner. Otherwise, you are spending 20 years and think about, oh my gosh, I should have done this 20 years back. Then your whole life is over. Na?
Yeah, true.
So that's why people try to educate about red flags and toxic relationships. But it depends, Then again...
it's the relationship that you have with that person. It's very personal and it's very differentiated from one another.
Oh, then mage samahara toxic behavior samahara oata aasa wenna puluwan.
Yes.
So toxic to toxic match.
Yes.
Hondata yarawa.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, true. So moving on from that subject into empowerment, do you feel that Sri Lankan women have equal rights and equal opportunities as men in Sri Lanka? It can be in either field.
It's not easy, but we do have.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Compared to many countries.
Compared to so many countries, we do.
Yeah.
We do. It's just a matter of how we are seeking opportunities.
Yes.
There are opportunities, there are ways. We have free education.
Yeah.
අර පොඩ්ඩක් සංස්කෘතියෙන් පොඩි clips ගහලා තියෙනවා.
Yeah.
ඒවයි පොඩි බාධක තියෙනවා. That's for real. But if you really want, there are ways.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
If you want to start up a business, you can.
You can.
There's support. එහෙම තියෙනවා දැන්. Even for mental health ගත්තොත් අපේ ලංකාවේ තියෙනවා free support.
Okay.
එතකොට entrepreneurs ලට free support තියෙනවා, especially ladies.
Yeah.
In banks they have special rates for loans. Then again with banks they have they give advices how to start up a business. Like that there's a lot of help. It's just a matter of you can't be just seated at home and play the woman card.
Yeah.
You have to get out and learn something, do something if you want to.
So what made you step into the social media like YouTube platform and start talking about these kind of topics to empower women and many more people? So what made you do it and how are you continuing to do it now?
Okay, for me, I felt like mental health is very important. Whatever we do at the end of the day, මනස හොඳ නැත්තම් අනිත් ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි.
Yeah.
Our career, whatever the money we have, everything is over. Relationships, everything.
Yeah.
So mental health is utmost priority. So that's why I started talking about mental health. I brought in a lot of psychiatrists, counselors, and we talk about day-to-day issues, especially for women. And අපේ ලංකාවේ කතා කරන්නේ නැති subjects ගොඩාක් අපි touch up කරා. Like narcissistic behavior. Internationally, people talk about these things, but in Sri Lanka, some people have never heard. And අපේ එක podcast එකකින් පස්සේ there were ladies who literally wrote letters to me saying that they didn't know that they were in such a relationship.
Okay.
So at the end, they've been suffering. They are under a lot of depression. Canada මැරෙන්නත් ගිහිල්ලා වගේ එහෙම.
Yeah.
To that level. So they are like, if we didn't see this program, we would have probably I would have killed myself. Things like that. So it just basically wanted to educate because the moment you understand what's going on with you, that's the first step to heal.
True. The realization part.
Realization part. That you දන්න හැනේ මොකද්ද මේ මට වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියන එක click වෙන තැන, that's the first step to heal.
True.
And then you have to see what's your level of the problem, the depression or whatever that you're going through. Can I do it myself or do I need professional help? So most of the cases that we've found out, probably 95% need professional help. And it helps. People should not get scared to get counseling or therapy. And also, me ලංකාවේ තියෙනවා මේ psychiatric medicine බොන්න නැහැ. ඒවා side effects තියෙනවා එහෙම කියලා.
Yes.
But I can guarantee you it helps. It helps a lot during a very bad period. Long term ගන්න නැතුව.
I have a friend who is a psychologist, a specialist, and he works in a national hospital in the main one.
Okay.
And I try to, because I'm so eager in learning psychiatric and I need to study because I love studying minds and I'd like to study the thought process of it. So I speak to him a lot just to have that inside research on what sort of patients and how their behavior is like. So that's kind of a the free research part for me through him because I love talking about them. And then he said like 90% of the patients who come to a psychology ward is just because of breakups and love affairs. And that's also in a very serious kind of depression manner.
Like, because, especially here in Sri Lanka, they don't get professional help till the last minute.
True. And they feel a bit shy to go to a psychiatrist.
So we are trying to break that taboo here, ask people to open up to a psychiatric, a professional help, and get help before things get really bad. Sometimes even for a relationship, if you can't work things out, it's better to go to a couple therapy and see whether it works out. Sometimes it does help.
True. And sometimes the worst thing in a relationship, I would say, is understanding it's not going to work, but staying in the loop of just being afraid of losing that person. Then you put all yourself, then you're not getting anything, but you're afraid to let it go. But then you're stuck in that loop, which is never going to help.
It's not going to be
it's never going to be good in the next day. So it will just be a dark circle, and that's where, when the relationship ends, I feel you go into very bad depression.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because you're stuck in that cycle, and then it never
break the cycle.
And then because the other person might even not have a simple feeling that what you're going through, because he never had the emotion for you, but you were the one who was just giving, and then when you let it go, you're the one affected, not the other person.
Absolutely. At the end of all this, it always come back to you,
True.
Self-love.
That's the other thing I want to talk about. How important is self-love?
It's utmost importance,
So when it comes to self-love, do you think people here in Sri Lanka embrace self-love?
I'm not sure. Self-love and being selfish.
Yes.
There's a very fine line in that. So a lot of people think being selfish is self-love.
Okay.
It's not. Selfish කියන එක ටිකක් නරක දෙයක්. Self-love, we are talking about promoting, like thinking about your mental health, your physical health.
True.
And you focus on your career, you focus on your relationship, you grow yourself.
True.
And absolutely, like if there's some toxic people around you or toxic work environment you're in, you try to work things out to get out of it.
Yeah.
එතන හදන්න බැරි නම් ඔය
Yeah.
එතනින් අයින් වෙන.
Yeah.
එක ඉගෙන ගන්න එක තමයි මම හිතන්නේ self love.
Love. Yeah. That concept of self-love really synced into my head when I was living abroad. Like, because it's not something that you feel guilty of doing. You feel guilty taking a break from life, maybe, but you need that. Maybe from your career, maybe from the relationship that you had, maybe from anything, any sort of thing that drains you. You need that pause and you need that moment for yourself.
Absolutely.
It can just be just switching your...
Yeah, don't feel guilty about it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, just switch off your mobile, go for a long walk, or just be disconnected for a day and just read a book. That's self-love for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you don't have to take the fanciest vacations abroad, nothing. Just being disconnected and having that time for yourself, for me, is self-love. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah.
I do that too. I mean, even today in the evening, I was telling Ammi that I'm going to delete all my Instagram, Facebook. But again, I can't because I'm a social media influencer. But, I get these instances that I want to delete all this.
Yeah.
So one day I will.
Okay. So, yeah. So, my last question. Actually, two. If you want to send a message to the world right now, a 1-minute voice note.
Oh my gosh.
As Shashini, what would that be?
The world.
Yes.
The world.
Yes.
Not Sri Lanka.
No.
Entire world.
Yeah.
Russia.
I did not post that much in your program. You had to be quick.
I didn't ask such deep questions. What did I ask? I asked silly questions from you.
Boring.
Ouch.
Okay, related.
Fashion questions.
Yeah.
Okay. The world.
Yeah.
I think whatever you do, just do it wholeheartedly, happily, and always find a middle ground.
Yeah.
I believe in Sinhalen can madhyama pratipada in everything. So I applied that.
Yeah.
And for every problem which happens in my life, I think about how it happens.
Yeah.
දුකට හේතුව.
Yeah.
ඒ වගේ categorize කරලා then I find a solution. I find my peace very quickly.
Yeah.
And the third thing is I'm always detached.
Yeah.
I cannot be attached to anything.
Yeah.
So I think that detachment and being on a middle ground and all these things that I said which help me be very peaceful and happy. So I think hope the world become a more peaceful and happy place. Yeah. Everyone's mind become like that. So that's my wish.
Okay. And my last question. When I invited you to the program, you very adoringly said yes. Oh. And then what made you say yes? And what did you feel about the conversation today that we had?
I would never say no to you.
Yeah.
You know that. Today's conversation was very unexpected.
Okay.
I came here to have like a crazy,
fun. You were trying to go for the fun one, right?
Yes. So I didn't expect it to be very deep and meaningful.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time we ever have a deep and meaningful
conversation.
Without any tea, gossip.
No. Because we are in that friend zone, that comfortable with each other. We talk rubbish.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So this is the first time we sat down and
so I think it's meaningful. How do you feel?
No, I do feel like really that, because for me, what I need to do is I want to have a voice. And I want to have that voice for a purpose, right? So what's the point of doing a channel without having a purpose into it? So my purpose is to have something so that someone watches it, uses their time, and that time is utilized for a purpose.
Exactly.
So what I want here from our conversation is to just bring out that strong message that going to seek extra expert help if you're going through a hard time is totally fine.
Absolutely.
Counseling is totally fine. It's not something that you should be ashamed of.
No.
And it's not something that you should do in privately, or like, do not be afraid of the society because you're doing it for yourself. And that's such a normal thing. When you get sick, you go for a doctor. You have fever, you go for a doctor. It's just treating yourself for a better version of you. So that's the message that I wanted to bring out.
I hope we brought out that message.
Yeah.
We did.
We did.
And I just want to say that I'm very proud of you. I've always been proud of you.
You have.
Even many years ago,
yeah.
you know.
Like, I did not want to talk about the fashion and the collaborations and the dresses that I have designed for you, because we have been open and social media has been proof for that.
Yes,
and we share a deeper connection beyond that. So I wanted to have this podcast for a much meaningful, informative purpose. So I hope we did it.
We did it, Kushan.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much for coming for the program. It was really nice talking to you in a very different setup, in a very different vibe.
It's very refreshing.
It is. So thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
All the best.
Thank you. And
keep on doing this.
Yeah. So, and thank you so much for tuning in with Chit Chat with Kushan. It was a really important and a special program for me, and I hope that it was for you guys as well. So till next week, tune in, and with a special guest next week, we'll find a different story, a different message. And this was Shashini, one of my closest friend. And till next week, tune in and love yourself. And thank you so much for watching the program.